Hello guys, hi, hope you're all well. Today's video guys is for the Diablo 4 Necromancer, which was revealed yesterday, and oh my god, it looks absolutely sick guys, it looks so good. As usual guys, I'll put a link to the description of this post here in the description of the video as usual, okay? So guys, I'm just going to summarise this quickly, because I want to make this video as short as possible, I don't want to bore you too much, okay? So I'll just get to the juice of it, okay? We'll get to the juice of it. So blah blah blah, okay, so class features. So basically, it generates essence, guys, the same way as in Diablo 3. But they've made a system where you can generate corpses now with a baseline skill. So you can basically use corpses much more often now. There's a little screenshot here, and there they are. Look. Nice and juicy. Nice and juicy. Weapons, guys, the Necromancer can use are swords, daggers, wands, focuses, and shields. And also, they can use the other class. They can use the scythe as well. There's a really cool video here as well. So, let's quickly watch this, man, because it does look amazing. Let me just pop this up, guys, full screen. Look at that, man. That looks sweet, doesn't it? There's some really good artwork there. I'm really loving the all the tattoo art you can have as well. You can really customize your character in Diablo 4. It looks amazing, but some of the artwork is absolutely fantastic. Look at that. That looks absolutely sick. All the bones over the armor and all that. That skull shoulder guard, bit of plate mail. That looks absolutely fantastic. Looks really good. The customization for your character is just absolutely nuts. In the aesthetics, man, she looks absolutely awesome, man. Those blood red eyes, pasty skin, man. That cloak looks awesome as well, doesn't it? Whoa! Look at that animation quality. Absolutely disgusting. The plate mail looks so good. Plate and chain mix there looks really good. Little charm belt there. Wow, she looks completely different. She looks like a voodoo priestess almost, doesn't she? This one here. God, look at that helmet. That helmet looks crazy. Like something out of Gladiator. Look. Little potions on the belt there. That scythe looks crazy. Oh, very nice. Looks very cool. There is some stunning artwork there. I wonder if some of these skins are the ones that the cosmetic ones you gotta buy from a shop. Wow, that chestplate looks absolutely insane. It's literally just his torso, like, gibby bits. Oh, look at that helmet, look. Oi, oi, oi. All the entrails and stuff and the bones. Almost looks wet, doesn't it? Like you can see the light reflection from it. Bloody heart sticking out there. Oh wow, that looks absolutely insane. That's a very cool skin. It's not clear if these are the cosmetic ones, guys, or not. Also, guys, by the way, there was a post by Pez Radar. There is no pay to win in Diablo 4. It is for cosmetic. And cosmetic and possibly expansion packs in the future. Okay, so there's no pay to win in D4, which is a great bloody thing. Wow, look at that skin. No, that's absolutely sick. That's absolutely filthy, man. Really nice stuff there, man. It's great. Right, guys, here we go then, man. So let's read this out then. Playstyles. Necromancer has 4 high-level playstyles they can choose from between Bone, Darkness, Blood, and Army. Pets, guys, pets, let's go. Bone. Bone skills are originally physical in nature, thus benefit more heavily from effects such as Critical Strike. These skills also benefit from spending large amounts of essence, as they are various effects that can cause each of the individual attacks to become even more powerful. Ooh. Bone Spirit is back in Diablo 4 and now has a unique twist that exemplifies what bone skills are about. Bone Spirit not only has a cooldown, but also consumes all essence the player currently has. Once cast, Spirit of Bone is conjured that seeks out the nearest enemy target. Upon reaching them, the spirit will explode, dealing high amounts of damage to the target with enemies within the area. Or if we stack essence, guys, it's going to be nasty. This damage is increased by a certain percentage. Oh, right, a certain percentage of essence. Okay. Per point of essence spent, meaning that players who spend the maximum amount of essence will deal significant amounts of damage to enemies hit. This skill can also be upgraded, so when it critically strikes, its cooldown is significantly reduced, meaning that players who commit to generate loads of essence while having a high crit chance will have lots of damage from this skill. That sounds really good, guys, for PvP, man. CC someone, throw that spirit bomb, man, just boom! Bloody blow them up, man. It's going to be sick. Another bone skill that Necromancer can have next to is Bone Prison. Oh, there you go, guys. There's the CC. When the player casts Bone Prison, they slam their weapon to the ground, calling forth a circular wall of bones surround the target enemy or area. Enemies cannot move through this space while Bone Prison persists, which makes it incredibly versatile and be able to combine with many other skills, even those that are not themed around bone. Bone Prison is a great way for blocking off hallways, trapping groups of enemies inside them, set up for an AoE attack, for simply section off a group of enemies to deal with later where you handle higher priority targets. There's a little video here as well, showing it in action. There's the bone prison, there's the spirit, and they're dead. Nice. It casts, let's sort of show them, it casts very quickly as well, look. Look, just bang, it's there straight away, man. That's going to be really nice in PvP, man. It's going to be really nice in PvP. You guys going to play PvP? I'll probably dabble in it for lols. Right, guys, next skill is Darkness. Ooh. Darkness skills use shadow magic to overwhelm their enemies. These kinds of attacks tend to be DOT-based attacks or attack multiple enemies time in a short window, with various benefits and rewards being granted for damaging enemies in this way. Darkness skills also tend to have various debuffs and crowd control effects elements, so they can keep their enemies at bay where they die a slow, painful death. Yes! Kill them all, guys, with the DOTs. Decompose is a basic darkness skill that allows you to channel dark magic into enemies, dealing damage to them while also generating essence. Brilliant. Unlike other basic skills, Decompose also periodically summons corpses. There it is, guys. Corpse generation, man, from a base skill, making it much easier to ensure that you have a steady supply on hand to use for such like summoning your skeletons. Brilliant. Another darkness skill is Blight. Blight launches a ball of dark energy in a direction. Upon hitting an enemy or expiring, it deals an explosion of damage while leaving behind a defiled area, dealing periodic damage to enemies inside over time. This skill deals a high amount of damage to enemies who are standing in place, whether it's due to fighting your undead minions or being contained via other skills like Bone Prison. And there's a little snippet here, so let's have a quick look at this just very quickly. Right, he's casting the baseline skill. He's generated a corpse. He's now summoned a skeleton. And bang, and he's finished them off. There it is. Oh, sticky. Look at that. Oh, you see it. That's cool, man. That's good. Right, guys. Blood. Necromancers can also use the power of blood magic to siphon the life from their enemies. Not only do these skills tend to have defensive-orientated benefits, they also have many ways to turn that defensive skill into offense for the player. Empower them and reward them for having large amounts of maximum health, as well as keeping their current health total high. Blood Surge draws a small amount of blood from nearby enemies till Necromancer then expels a Blood Nova, dealing damage near the player's location. Oh, Blood Nova. The damage of the Blood Nova is increased per enemy drain, which incentivizes you to be in the middle of a pack of enemies for maximum effect. Oh, get right in there, guys, and boom! Oh, I can't wait to see it. Another skill is Blood Mist. Upon activation, the Necromancer disperses into a bloody mist, becoming temporarily immune to all damage while draining the life of nearby enemies they pass through. Sounds a bit like Spirit Walk Healing Journey, guys, on the Witch Doctor. This is an unusually powerful defensive skill that can give you the time to need to regroup in those dire moments when you become overwhelmed. Cool. Excuse me. So this little video here, let's quickly look at this quickly. There he is, he's running around. There it is, he's draining them, you can see it. And boom, and there is the oh, that looks pretty sweet, man. I like the way the body's like oozing upwards as well. Right, guys, here we go. The army pets, guys, pets, man, for a Necromancer. Oh my god. As you expect, the Necromancers can summon the undead to do their bidding. We also allow players to specialise into empowering the army as much as possible, which includes various kinds of skeletons, as well as the classic golem. One advantage to this method of playing is that it can easily incorporate the benefits of bone, darkness, and blood skills. It allows you to have a great deal of customization on how you want to interact with your army. That sounds so cool. As an example, we believe it would be perfectly viable to have a player pursue darkness-themed army build with Decompose as their basic skill to generate corpses, and there's an obvious synergy there, yeah. However, if the player wishes to generate corpses via other means, they can just as easily take up a nostalgia trip to the year 2000 and just chuck bone spears at their enemies from a distance while opting for all the bone skill synergies that Necromancer has to offer. Oh, I like it. We went through a lot of iteration on how we want to experience of summoning the undead to feel for the player. So how much of their skill bar should be dedicated as part of the class. Yeah, that makes sense. To the end, we've come up with that what we feel is the best possible version to ensure that players have as much customization as possible, not only over their army themselves, but also what other skills they want to use to support their own unique playstyle. If a player wants to have the maximum number of summoned units possible, then they only have to dedicate 2 buttons to their skill bar. That's brilliant, guys. Just 2 skill bar buttons. That's good. One to raising skeletons and the other one for the golem. The raise skeleton button is a one-stop shop to raise all different types of skeletons a player can summon, and the golem button is used to command the golem to use a unique effect that is dependent on the type of golem that is currently active. With this setup, we found a great balance between having the necessary tools for raising and commanding a Necromancer army, while also leaving room for a player expression in what additional skills they want to put on their bar. Unfortunately, there's no video, but we can see we've got some skeletons here, guys, and some mages and the big old golem as well. Apparently, the mages can cast their shadow magic, cold magic, and sacrifice magic as well, which is really, really cool. Okay, guys, now moving over to the Book of the Dead. Now, speaking of armies, what self-respecting Necromancer isn't wandering around with one? Well, actually, this might be you. We absolutely have the full support you would expect to fulfill your undead summoning needs. We're also giving some love to players who want more independent playstyle. We got this right here. Book of the Skeletal Warriors Skirmishers, Skeletal Mages Shadow, and Golems are on Blood currently. Cue the Book of the Dead, the Necromancer's unique class mechanic. Right now, right in from the moment you log in, you will start with an extra skill in your bar, Raise Skeleton. Sorry guys, there we go. Raise Skeleton. With this button, you'll immediately be able to raise undead warriors to fight by your side. In addition to this, you have access to the Book of the Dead. This is a space where you can customize your army, or lack thereof, with increasing options as you level your character. There are 3 customization summons in this space: Skeletal Warriors, Skeletal Mages, and the Golem. Each summon also has 3 specializations that you can choose from. As an example, you can have your Skeletal Warriors be Skirmishers, Defenders, or Reapers. Skirmishers are a more standard warrior, but have increased damage with reduced health. Defenders have bonus health. And Reapers have slower attacks, deal damage in the AoE in front of them. Sounds like cleaving guards, guys. Woo! And have a special wind-up attack that deals highest amount of damage. In addition to this, each specialized unit in the army has unique upgrades available to them, giving you even more customization of how each unit in your army functions in an overall playstyle. These units and upgrades have synergy with various playstyles mentioned above, as well as other potential ways to play. This sounds really cool, guys. So there you go. So you can change your skeletons to different types: Skirmishers, Reapers, and Defenders. That's awesome. I love it. Also, what's this sacrifice thing here? In addition to the customization, we also added the ability for players to sacrifice different components of their army for personal benefits. So basically buffs, guys. Next, into each unit type in the Book of the Dead is an extra option to sacrifice the ability to summon that unit in exchange for a personal permanent buff. That's nice, guys. If you don't want to do pets, you can still use this to power your character up and be a Bone Spear Necro or something. These buffs are carefully designed and placed so the players can mix and match or having none, some, or all the possible summoned units, while still having relevant options to enhance their build. I really like that, actually. That's really good. So you can specialize your pet abilities here to power up your Necro. That's really, really cool. Our goal with this system is that there should be something for everyone to be excited about. They are a relevant, powerful option to choose from, whether players want to play with the full army, part of the army, or if they just want to forgo their army completely and play solo. So basically Bone Spear, things like that. We had a blast playing with this system so far, and we're excited to see various combinations that you guys will come up with to push your Necromancers to the next level. Brilliant! Final thoughts, quickly read this as well. We are so excited to bring the Necromancer Diablo 4. We can't wait to get it to your hands. Whether you're a veteran player who's been playing thousands of hours over many years. I've had so many hours, really. I think it's about 20,000 hours now. Or a new adventure in the world of Sanctuary. I hope you have a lot of fun with it and be able to create. As always, please leave us your feedback, guys. As we've shown so far, we're confident we're on the right track. And you know that best ideas and best games are created from input from the community. This is very, very true. Blizzard has been listening to us, guys, especially with Diablo, man, over the years. And it's basically shaped the game. You know, it's fantastic. Thank you guys so much for the patience and joining us on this epic journey throughout the world of Sanctuary. We will promise you it'll be worth the wait, guys. And chat, this game will be in our hands by June, up to June next year sometime. So it could even be earlier. It could be March, man. That'd be sweet. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think about the Necromancer, man? I'm really excited to play it. Finally, a proper pet class in Diablo 4. What class you guys are playing? Guys, thanks very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, man, if you enjoy Diablo content. I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching. Have fun in Sanctuary. Great times are ahead.